truck. 10 of my buddies are already drunk. We don't go nowhere that doesn't have liquor and cigarettes. Riding mechanical bulls in the club. We like to hunt, leave with a gun. Come back tomorrow, we covered in blood. With a bucket of guts, we all tougher the f***. We pop in the clutch, we ain't stuck in the mud. I'm the white boy with the baseball bat, bunch of face tattoos and a NASCAR hat. In a backyard like scrapyard. Got a glass jar full of tobacco that's blacker than asphalt. Rolling with hundreds of crackers who acting like animals. They cannot handle their alcohol. We the white boys from the backwoods and the bad hoods. In the trailer park trash that pack guns. When I was younger, they taught me to struggle and hustle like 200 bikers. And they were my brothers, we coming for blood and you running for cover. Addicted to drugs in the gutter and drunker than anyone. Leaving the club, we go dumber than thugs. We got mullets and putters and multiple gunners that come in Hummers. You under the rubber, you'll never recover. Chain smoking, my lungs hurt, my neck red, got sunburns. Bumping Eminem, we all know the words. Bunch of white boys flipping hella birds. Hillbilly really don't care if you like them. Little bit of moonshine fire inside them. Kill him in a minute, don't care who's fighting. You don't wanna trip on the kids of Vikings. Camo and mullets and cowboy hats out in public. Got ammo stashed in my cousins and cashing addicts and cupboards. They all dissing, we don't listen, can't hear it no more. We gone fishing, they gone missing, I told y'all before. I be on some white people hanging out the window of a truck, yelling, I don't give a f***. White people, every time they see me pulling up, they be like, oh my god, he be on some white people.
Alright. Stopping it there before we get to Adam Calhoun. Alright, this is Tom Macdonald, Adam Calhoun, and Dax on, it's called Black and White. You would think it would be called White People Shit, but it's called Black and White. This is the collaboration. I think this is going to be on the new album Brave 2, I believe. Tom Macdonald and Adam Calhoun, of course, featuring Dax. If you follow me from my previous channel, Mika Reaction Reviews, you know I started that channel literally just binging and going down a rabbit hole of Tom Macdonald, and I've missed his last 5 songs, and now I'm back reacting to the man. I like everything he was saying, talking about basically the stereotypes of I don't know, good old boys sort of type of white people. I don't know, people might even say white trash. But just being proud of it and owning it, you know what I mean? It's a fun song. So far, it's fun. I love the face Dax was making, really? Guys, I'm here. Anyway, let's get to Adam Calhoun.
Jumping out the plane, no parachute, so I'ma get there sooner. I ain't learned from school, always ditch Ferris Bueller. Screw your little truck, my square body over there's cooler. Every white boy riding with me over there, shooters. I'm the white boy with the Mossberg pump. Send shotgun when I pop the trunk. The Northern, I'm monster off the jump. I'm up, I rock a lots of guns. This ain't soccer, but watch them run. Shoot him in the lung, need oxygen. Huffing blood like he often does. Talk too much till his coughing shuns. I'm never gonna back up too much ammo. We got hammered, used to battle. Had my fights right on the gravel. Back in the day, we used to handle like men, but now we're canceled. Look at us like states for cancer. Look at them like polio pants. Some dumbass kids ain't got no answer. Looked up to dudes with tattoos and rap music, bad moves and abuse in my past, acting stupid. I used the bad news for the gas to keep moving. I made it where I'm at. Now you rather see me losing. All my guys got tattoos on their face. They did the time, they got jammed. What the hell's a blue check? They ain't got no Instagram. Ask around, everyone knows. They might think that I care, but I don't. I'll be on some white people hanging out the window of a truck, yelling, I don't give a f***. White people, every time they see me pulling up, they be like, oh my god, he be on some white people.
Alright, before we get to Dax, that was Adam Calhoun. First of all, I love the editing. Nova Rockefeller, aka Tom Macdonald's girlfriend, aka female rapper, producer, editor, songwriter, poet. I really like the editing. It's a lot of cuts, a lot of intricacies. The outfits, some of them are a little funny, but and back to Tom Macdonald when he was rapping really fast. I like that he was rapping fast, but you understood the words that was coming out of his mouth, even though it contained everything he was saying. I still understood the words he was articulating, his vernaculars, his vocabulary. And again, for Adam Calhoun, he loves his guns. He loves his right to bear arms. Basically, again, just good old boy stuff. I love good old boy stuff. We just reacted to Oliver Anthony, same day, same shirt. And there's something about good old boys that I like. It's kind of, the good old boys are kind of sexy, you know what I mean? Just good old boys that can shoot and hunt and chop some wood and throw you against the wall. And it'd be great if they also can read and recite poetry too. So great. Now we're gonna get to the Dax part. Here we go.
Yes, segregated, but I'm still in the mix. I've been with Timer before he got canceled for speaking the truth out the world and exposing it for what it actually is. I see race as an issue, I'm running it back to the government to tell them this is a democratic, liberated, conservative, patriarchy dipped in action, affirmative hit song. Bet they still cut me a check. State that I'm in as my mind is way deeper than color. I ain't think I'm blue versus red. I'm in control, consider that I'm carrying more than you know. One in the chamber that's ready to blow. Right at you pussies who claiming you won't. I'ma keep praying that you get exposed. I promise. I'm not abiding by rules that you set for me. I'm not that mad at the past. I mean, it was only a couple of centuries. Well, actually, I'm pissed, but won't let that be my identity. So on behalf of all blacks, I forgive and don't wanna be enemies. Just say you're sorry and talk to me nice. This is comedic. If you get offended, that's a reflection of your own life and how you failed to live it right. So it's not black versus white, it's wrong versus right. Cause color is just a result of these multiple factors that we didn't choose. I mean, mom, dad, race, religion, things we're born into. Generational curses that get undone once we undo moves. See life from a different view, beyond our own skewed, manipulated by the news. Crude, true things they use to confuse the masses. Put us in social classes, separated by percentages paid for taxes. Income brackets, clothes, cars, shoes, size of asses. I bet they try to blackmail me once I black out all these demographics and push past the stereotypical average and get blackballed and they cut all my traffic.
Alright, before we get to the last little hook. He said so much. I wanted to stop it and like break down each piece, but I just let it continue, so like hopefully I can remember what I wanted to say. I love the part when he said like he kind of like did a bait and switch where he was like, I'm not really mad about the past, talking about slavery, segregation, Jim Crow, all that stuff, redlining, and you know, it was only, you know, some centuries ago, but he says actually I'm pissed, but I won't let that make that be my identity. I love that line because it's not because black people or even white people who acknowledge slavery but decide to move on with their life is like sort of like belittling what slavery was and how horrific slavery is and is still going on today. Is always horrific forever and ever, right? How bad it was, how much people had to suffer, our ancestors, how bad segregation was. We all acknowledge that. But just because we want to say like, okay, that happened, we want to now move towards the future, it's not us forgetting about the past. It's not us saying like it wasn't really that bad. It was. We don't want to live in that anymore. We don't want to make that all of who we are. We don't want to be forever victims or forever oppressed. We don't want to be seen as that. We don't want that to be the only thing people know us of, because we're multifaceted fucking human beings and we want to move on from that, right? We want to heal from that. We want to come together. We don't want to divide anymore. And speaking of division, when he talked about, you know, breaking us down to like social classes and taxes and all that stuff, like the division, divide and conquer that's been going on since time of man and has been spoken about by men and women more intellectual than me, just trying to warn people that they are the ones who's dividing us. Because when it even comes to race, Dax also talked about that, when it's like you can't help how you're born. This is just who you are. I never really understood racism. I never even understood racism against anyone, whether that's white, black, Asian. You hate someone simply for being born. Like, that makes no sense to me. You like, even this idea of like white shame or white guilt, like you want someone to live in that just because they were born. There's nothing they can do about that. And in some ways, race is a social construct. It's just a pigment or the lack thereof. Race even has very little to do with culture, by the way. Like, has very little to do with culture. If you're black and you're born in Japan, you're going to act Japanese. You're not going to act like Jay-Z, right? So like, it's just pigment, and people make such a big deal about it, and they make it their life and their god and their ideology and their indoctrinate and their indoctrine or whatever. On all sides of the spectrum of every race does this, and it's stupid and boring and low vibrational and low IQ. Stop doing it. He said so much. Oh yeah, the media, you know, the media is lying and dividing us and brainwashing us, and he said a lot. I'm not gonna lie, Dax bar was educational and informative and inspiring, where I feel like Tom Macdonald and Adam Calhoun bars were fun. They were good. I'm not saying they weren't bad. It was talented and all that stuff, but I feel like it was fun. Like, you just want to turn on your radio and your big wheeler pickup truck and ride through the mud and just bob your fucking head to it, right? And shout out the window and drink beer. Miller, not Bud Light, right? So I really appreciated Dax's part in that. Like, I love the fact that he, you know, said that he's been rocking with Tom Macdonald before he even tried to get canceled, speaking of true friendship, and that this is not just a collaboration to the benefit of each other financially, but this is like they actually respect each other as people. But anyway, let's continue.
Oh my God, he be on some black people hanging out the window of the trunk, screaming, I don't give a fuck. Black people, every time they see me pulling up, they be like, oh my God, he be on some white people. people.
All right, their Brave album is coming out September 8th. Go get it. Go order it, download it. Get it signed and delivered. I like the end when he was like black people shit then white people shit, because a lot of black people would think black people were trying to act white by doing that good old boy Midwest stuff, when it's like, no, it's just fucking fun. Have you not read or rode a dirt wheeler through the fucking mud? It's fun. Like Midwest bullshit, like country shit, that's fun. Like, it's not white people shit, it's just fun, right? So anyway, that's it, guys. I really loved it. It was really entertaining. I love when these people come together, whether it's just Dax and Tom Macdonald, or it's just Tom Macdonald and Adam Calhoun. Has Adam Calhoun and Tom Macdonald, no, Adam Calhoun and Dax, have Adam Calhoun and Dax done a song together? And if they haven't, should they make that happen? And if they should, let's do that. Oh, maybe even like Nova Rockefeller and Adam Calhoun. Or is that like, can you not do that because she's like Tom Macdonald's girlfriend or something? Anyway, I love it. Thank you again, Nova Rockefeller. Come out with that album. We're waiting for it. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you are new to this channel, I'm not someone who just bobs my head and says, tight, yeah, bars, and that's it. I like to actually talk about the context of the song. If you don't like that, please watch another channel or go directly to the song or the video and give them some love. And if you do like that, like, comment, subscribe, share. You know how this works. You've been on YouTube. You know how the algorithm is. It basically feeds it. Feed the algorithm monster. Feed the YouTube overlords. That's it, guys. You have a great day. Bye.
Be on some white people.